There you are. The Colonel's predisposed, so he sent you my way. He's not one to show it, but it sounds like you've impressed him. You're being sent to the Alps. Scopes has identified a convoy on approach from the east. We have a column of military bunkers dug into the Alps, and it looks like that's what the Dynasty is looking for. Here is where it gets interesting. There's a point where the road turns north briefly to get through the mountains. You're going to set up an ambush. There's a small satellite base up there that you can use to establish a foothold and build up your forces. Scopes is registering 6 blips on the roads to the south of your location. Don't let them through. You've been cleared for use of GDF aircraft to navigate the mountains. You're welcome for that, by the way. Not all ground forces have anti-air capabilities. I think you'll be able to put our aerial units to good use. These mountain bunkers were excavated shortly before the Third World War. Some of them were even used during. Afterwards, GDF took custody of these bunkers in the Alps, as well as others in the Black Forest, the Apennines, and the Pyrenees. Military command, data centers, science R&D, etc., all deep within the mountains. A formidable natural fortress. The mainstay of GDF Airborne Arsenal is the Peacekeeper Helo. It's outfitted with front-mounted riot suppression anti-infantry weapons, the same as your riot troopers. It trades lethality for crowd control, first slowing infantry, and then disabling their ability to use weapons. The Peacekeeper also possesses anti-air missiles. Once fired, the missiles will gradually rearm in the air or resupply much faster by returning to an air pad. The convoys will be approaching from the south, 6 of them coming from 3 roads. They're all headed towards this pass in the north. The Dynasty already has some forces hunkered down in the north that they've managed to sneak through. As long as you don't allow the convoys to resupply them, we'll be able to flush them out. That's not your concern, though. Your job is to stop the convoys. Glad to hear. You know what you're doing? Get to it. I need to get back to work. And while I shouldn't make a personal appeal here, my R&D labs are inside these bunkers. I would appreciate it immensely if you stopped them. Thank you.
Large numbers of Dynasty forces have been sighted transporting supplies east of the Alps. This activity must cease. 6 convoys are expected to pass through a small mountain path shortly. Deploy an ambush and ensure the convoys do not reach their destination. stabilizer. Please stand by.